Hi, and welcome back to Ask a Pennsylvania Dutchman. My name is Chris LaRose, and this here is Douglas Maidenford, our resident Pennsylvania Dutchman. Wie bist du?
Hey, ich bin ziemlich gut.
Ziemlich gut. Alles fast gut.
I got a question that came in on my phone. Can I read it to you? It's a little long, but we'll tackle it. This comes in from Jim in Illinois. That's all we know. And he asks, are the Pennsylvania Dutch a homogeneous group? Do you know what that word means?
Well, I thought it was homogeneous.
Are we that? What he means, are there differences between the counties of the Pennsylvania Dutch? Do accents or vocabulary differ? Are the foods the same or are they different? I remember telling my mom one time I made chicken pot pie instead of beef, and she said, oh, that's a York county thing. Do the Dutch in one county consider themselves to be funnier, smarter, more industrious than those in other counties?
Holy cow, that's 10 questions.
That's a big question,
Now, what
Jim.
was the first one?
Well, are we a homogeneous... No, what'd you say?
Homogeneous.
Homogeneous group. So, well, I think the Pennsylvania Dutch are the Pennsylvania Dutch. It's like I always tell people when I give these talks that, Pennsylvania Dutch is this umbrella term. There's all these different people underneath the umbrella of Pennsylvania Dutch. Of course, we know there's the plain people, the Amish and the Mennonite, and then there's the non-plain people, but we're all Pennsylvania Dutch, right? But there are differences. Mm-hmm. between the regions of the Pennsylvania Dutch country, 100%. Mm-hmm. Food, accent, vocabulary. If you really know the language, there's differences between people that are Pennsylvania Dutch plain, how they speak Pennsylvania Dutch, and how us non-plain speak Pennsylvania Dutch. We can still talk to each other, but there are differences. There's vocabulary differences.
Well, I remember when my dad was alive and he was talking to you in Dutch, and you two had two different words for the same word.
And we were from the same county.
Yeah.
That happens too. There's regional differences. Absolutely. One that I always use as an example. I grew up in Berks County, and for gun, we would say flint. Flint is for gun. But if you go right over the Blue Mountains into Schuylkill County, into southern Schuylkill County, there they say bix, a bix, B-I-X, for a gun. Two different words. Another one I use as an example, the verb to urinate or to pee. I grew up learning zeeën. But if you go to another part of Pennsylvania Dutch country, you'll hear people use the word brunsen.
Yeah, I've heard both those.
Brunsen, zeeën, they both mean to urinate or to pee. There are differences, Jim, that's for sure. But they're never differences that are too great that we can't figure each other out. Let's just say that. Among the language. Now, culturally, I think for the most part, culturally we're pretty much the same. There are some differences food ways. Some places, Lancaster County is known they eat saffron in a lot of their foods, where you don't find that in Berks County so much. I can't speak for Lehigh and Northampton and if they have what their culinary differences are. But there are differences. Yeah, Jim, I agree. But there was one thing you said there towards the end that I want to address. Crap, it went away. Now, wait a minute. Here it is.
All right.
Do the Dutch in one county consider themselves to be funnier, smarter, more industrious than those in other counties? Listen, I think I can safely say that the people from Berks County are all of those things. We're funnier, we're smarter, we're more industrious, and you also left off, we're better looking. Listen, as soon as I cross into Lebanon County, I know.
They're not the same.
It ain't the same.
It ain't the same.
If I go over the line to Lancaster, it ain't the same. Mm-mm. When I go back into Berks County, oh, baby, it's like the land of milk and honey. Now, I might be, in all honesty, I might be a little biased.
Yeah, me too.
But you live in Berks County. Now, I mean, all joking aside. Well, actually, that's not joking. That's true. We are the Berks County. We're funnier, smarter, more industrious, and better looking.
Yep.
Nothing against. But here's the thing. I can say that, but
not by much.
But what most people don't know is that the Pennsylvania Dutch, compared to any other group, are all those things too.
Mm-hmm.
Funnier, better looking, more
No, you
industrious.
gotta be careful.
But
Doug.
among us,
humble.
Burks and humble.
And humble.
Yeah, that humility, Demut is a big thing for the Pennsylvania Dutch. But Berks County, in the mountain of Pennsylvania Dutch, Berks County's we're up with the Sherpas. We're the Sherpas up at the top with the flag on the peak. No, all kidding aside. There are differences, 100%. There's culinary differences, there's regional differences.
Do you think we ought to do this, Doug? We ought to do the Pennsylvania Dutch Olympics. And instead of it being country teams like America versus France versus Germany, it ought to be the counties.
Oh, so each county brings a team.
Mm-hmm. Like the Berks County bobsled team,
Oh my God. And they have to, yeah. Okay. Oh, it'd be Winter Olympics or Summer Olympics?
Both.
Oh, we'd have to have both.
And it'd be like PA Dutch Olympic Games.
Yeah.
With, Dutch things like corn husking or something.
Yeah.
See who does it best. We'll find out for sure.
Yeah, but I think there again, I have to give it to those boys up in the north in Schuylkill County and Northampton. They're cold crackers, man. They're big,
hard
they're
guys,
big boys. I don't think we'd be, and girls too. We always said growing up, Schuylkill County, where the men are men and so are the women. Sorry, Schuylkill County. Schuylkill County gets the butt of a lot of jokes, and I don't know why. Because I'll tell you what, Schuylkill County...
You're going to get us banned, Doug.
No, we made fun of Lepton County.
Oh, my gosh.
A couple of videos ago, now we made fun of Schuylkill.
We're making some big claims.
We're an equal rights thing. We got to make fun of everybody. If we can't just pick one,
yeah.
So we made fun of Lepton now. We made fun of Schuylkill County. I guess I don't know who's going to be next, but
oh yeah, I think
the Olympic thing might be a good idea.
The Olympics. What are some games we do?
Well, we had this video. We touched on this before. Remember when we did that triathlon video and we said, people, what would a Pennsylvania Dutch triathlon be? What would the 3 events be? And people sent in some good events.
Do you remember any?
No. That was a couple months ago.
So there's where the Berks County boys fall short as the memory.
That's right.
Yeah.
But there were some good ones.
Do you think we're going to have that bad memory disease? What's that one?
Dementia?
That's a bad memory disease. Why would you say that?
Anyway. Oh my God. Who would host these Olympics? Would they be in Reading?
Yeah, well,
or Kutztown at the university?
Well, we're gonna need a lot of space, won't we?
Well, it depends what the events are.
Well, we could. There's that airport in Bethel, Pennsylvania, the Grimes Airport, Golden Age Air Museum. They got all sorts of room. We could do the 3-legged races there. We could do the red beet egg eating contest. We can't do the bobsledding.
There's no hill.
But
the Blue Mountains are right there.
We could do that there, yeah. Yeah, what would our bobsled team be called? It'd be like cool, not run-ins. Cool
That's a movie.
Cool Springens.
Cool Springer. I don't know. Cool Schlitter.
Cool Schlitter. Can you imagine that movie? Cool Schlitter.
And a bunch of Pennsylvania Dutch boys make it to the USA Olympic team?
Yeah.
Oh, do no better. And we'd wear straw hats instead of helmets.
We're gonna win because we're gonna butter the runners.
Don't give our secrets away. Butter
the runners. Yeah, we butter the blades on that bobsled. We'll be down there.
Oh, do no better.
Lightning.
They wouldn't know what hit them.
Dutch lightning.
Dutch Blitz, baby.
Dutch Blitz.
I like the idea of condies competing against each other in events. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Berks County will win.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta, let people try at least.
Oh, yeah, no, we'd let people try.
What's our sport gonna be? If we're gonna have to break it up where, a couple Dutchmen take this sport, a couple Dutchmen take that one, what are you and I, what are we gonna do?
Oh, I don't know. What about, that's a good question. I don't know.
Well, what are you good?
What about, we could have a high jump, but you have to jump over the outhouse.
Oh, I'm not a good jumper.
That's pretty high.
Yeah.
I couldn't jump that high either.
We'll leave that to your kids. They could jump pretty good.
Yeah, my son can jump pretty high. I don't know. It'd be some
do we
ideas.
want to do the bobsled?
Oh, I don't know. I got butter.
Yeah, you got butter.
I got butter.
Yeah.
I used to slide, man. When the first snow fell every year, I couldn't wait to go sledding.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite things to do. It still is. So I know how to shift my weight to make that thing rooch just a little farther. You know, you go at the top of the hill there behind the barn, and you slide, and you're going, and then all of a sudden it slows down and slows down. But you want to go a little farther, so you kind of got to rooch, and then you get yourself a little. And every time you try to get farther,
that's another reason that we're gonna win the bobsled, because, like you said, it's all about the rooch.
Yeah.
We need to get shirts that say that it's all about the rooch.
Okay.
Because, you know those hammers that have a little bit of sand in them, so when you swing them back, the sand goes to the back of it, and then you swing it forward, and it hits the nail, and it has an impact, but then all that sand comes flying forward, and it's like a, what do they call those?
I don't know, but okay.
It's like a weighted hammer, so that you get some of that extra energy.
Okay.
It's got rooch in it.
Yeah.
So it's like that. We'll be like that kind of hammer. We'll get that much further, that much faster with the rooch.
Who's sitting in the front and who's sitting in the back? Because that's important too. You know, you got to do and if we're doing maybe we'll end up doing the luge. That means we got to lay on top of each other.
Holy cow!
Could we do that?
The luge
or the skeleton or whatever that's called in the Winter Olympics.
The little 2-man sled one.
Yeah, but you lay flat. You know, you're not in the bobsled. You're laying flat, and they have partner luge, and one guy's on the bottom and the other guy's laying on top.
Well, can't we just get a sidecar?
No, you got to be aerodynamic. It's got to be like a bullet.
Oh.
Then we'd have to rooch, and that might be a little.
No, that's not our sport. Then we'll let somebody else do.
Is that a co-ed?
Yeah, that's a co-ed Olympic
sport.
To the
slide, you get to the bottom, and then you gotta do that last rooch.
Yeah.
They might have to cut the cameras on that one.
Yeah. So that's not the one for us. So we're not.
Maybe we stick to bobsled then.
Bobsled?
That we just have to rooch together, but we're not laying on top of each other.
Well, remember that Cool Runnings movie where they had a chant or something that they
well, yeah, you psych yourself up before you chump in.
Well, we gotta have one too.
Ring baloney once, ring baloney twice. Kutztown, geez, that's nice.
Go!
And then we jump in. But it'd be Berks County because we're on Team Berks County.
Yeah.
Ring baloney once. Ring baloney twice. Berks County. Geez, that's nice. And then we jump in and then off we go. And we rooch the whole way down
on those buttered blades. And we'll be going so fast we'll break the sound
people
barrier.
will think popcorn's being made. We're going to be going so fast. They'll be, what's that smell?
Smells
I
delicious.
Smell butter.
It's home churned.
Home churned. What'd you say? Because I can put that shirt on. It's all about the rooch.
All about the rooch.
I can make that up for my for the Zazzle shop.
Wouldn't that be good? It's all about the rooch. And it gotta be some nice PA Dutch font. Or should it be like all about the rooch ... or ... It's all about the rooch.
Well, we can play with that. That's a good idea.
Yeah. And if you want those.
Well, we'll check out I'll let you know when they drop on the Zazzle shop on the
Zazzle.
PA Dutch 101 Zazzle. That's we got stuff on there.
I didn't know we had a Zazzle.
Oh,
that's pretty darn cool.
Do not bet on Oklahoma. Anyway, Jim, thanks for the question. Yeah, there's differences. You got to come and drive around and see the differences for yourself. What was the question?
I don't even remember. Are
there differences between the condies?
Oh yeah, and if we have a rivalry, yeah.
Well, you didn't ask about rivalry. We made that up. There's rivalries.
Like I said, it's for the Berks County. The memory's we're not the top on that one.
Jim, thanks for the question. But come to Southeast PA and drive around and see for yourself.
You'll make a decision.
And you'll end up in Berks County.
Well.
Yep.
You think that's it? Have we answered enough?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Well, you heard it from the Dutchman. Until next time, if you have a question, you got to email us at info@padutch101.com.
He got it right. It only took him a year and a half.
He changed it on me.
No, yeah, a year and a half ago.
Yeah, it takes time. Anything good takes time.
That's true.
info@padutch101.com.
Yeah.
And we'll answer it for you. And until then, Mock Scoot.
If you have a question, you have to email us at info@padutch101.com.